Missy was stabbed like a lot of times, and then she was shot in the head. This is where he was hit with his flashlight, and then he was stabbed and then shot. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's story is super insane, it's sad. It's about a double murder that happened at a hotel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It was on a night in September of 1986. And Gatlinburg is a very small town, so something like this changed the town forever. And as you guys know, Gatlinburg is a big tourist place. There's fun for every age group, kids, adults, elderly. There's something to do. The area's home to Dollywood. There's a bunch of parks to go to, trails to hike. It's just crazy that this happened here. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you all know that I started a Patreon. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a platform where you can pay a monthly fee, and it just helps support creators, with their content. And there's different tiers. They all offer certain exclusive content. It starts as cheap as $3, and then the $5, you get a shout out in my videos. I know you guys like when I go on location for my videos. By subscribing to my Patreon, it'll help fund that. So the link will be in the description. The murder happened at the Rocky Top Village Inn. This hotel was in business for over 30 years. It was started by a couple. They loved music. They just loved the area, and they really just wanted to settle down and start this hotel. So this couple didn't even have a clue they would be in for a shock. And keep in mind, the same year is when Dollywood opened up. It was just an average regular time in Gatlinburg. They said at the time about 1,500 people lived in the area. So like I said, it's a super small place, kind of like everybody knows everybody. And for this to happen just really shook the area completely. The crime would involve Missy Hill. She was a 21-year-old that worked as a clerk at the hotel. And Troy Valentine, he was a security guard. He just kind of patrolled the whole entire building there in Gatlinburg. Missy's husband was a dispatcher for the Sevierville police department, and keep that in mind for later. Troy was 36 years old. He was described as just being super nice to everybody. He, took everybody's privacy and security really to heart. He just wanted everybody to be safe in the area, and he patrolled, and just if there was a call for Missy or anybody in the hotel, he was right there to help them. There would be a few people involved in the crime. The first one is Kimberly Pelley. The next one, Eddie Harris. You have Joseph DeModica and Ashley Silvers. Ashley Silvers was also known as Rufus Doby. The group really met through previous encounters. Eddie, his nickname was Tattoo Eddie. Him and Joe, they met in prison. So that's already a red flag, because if you become best friends in prison, you won't be up to no good when you get released. Eddie's name was Tattoo Eddie because he got over 130 tattoos in prison. And I can't imagine what they looked like. I don't know how that even was possible. But yeah, that's how he got that nickname. Rufus Doby was also called Ashley Silvers. He identified as a woman. I don't know when he transitioned to that, but they had been friends before that happened, so he came out as transgender. So how they all got together, they met up in Georgia and randomly drove to Knoxville. They apparently were asking friends to stay with them. They slept in the car, in their driveways. They just didn't really have places to go. That's when they found the hotel in Gatlinburg and decided to stay there one night. And this group was just into a bunch of different trouble and things like that. They were trying to steal things and sell things to get money. They had to borrow money to be able to pay for the room at the hotel this night. The group had sent Kimberly, Kimberly, the girl in the group, to talk to Missy at the front. This is when they had the great idea to have Eddie try to want to hold her hostage and pretty much rob the hotel. So Missy and Kimberly, before that happened, they were walking to their room. Missy was just showing them the room. That's when Eddie came out. They said that you could hear loud screams, and I'm assuming, that's when they attacked her. Missy was stabbed a lot of times, and then she was shot in the head. This is when her husband called the hotel with no answer. And at this time, nobody really knew what was going on, so I don't think he had like high alerts, you know, going off in his head at this time. However, her husband called security to see if he could check on his wife. Like I said, he was a dispatcher for Sevierville Police Department, so I think he might have thought at this point that something might be wrong. When Troy, the security guard, went and checked on Missy, he would find her dead. When he found her, Kimberly grabbed his flashlight, you know, those big bulky flashlights that security has and police officers have, and she hit him in the head with it and knocked him unconscious. This is when Troy was stabbed multiple times, just like Misty was, and he was shot between the eyes. They were on a mission really to do this from the start. I don't think they just wanted to stay the night. I think they, like I said, wanted to rob the place and just really cause damage to these people. Missy's husband, you know, the dispatcher, found the knife in a phone booth by the hotel. So I can't imagine how he felt seeing that knife. I can't literally put myself in that position and just think about seeing the murder weapon that was used to kill your wife. Okay, so we're here at the hotel that once was a Rocky Top Village Inn, but now it's something different. But this is back here is where they say that they could see like the ghost and things like that, and you know, hear the screaming and all that. So this was where it once stood, which unfortunately, you know, it got torn down and it's a different hotel now. But like they said, it don't stop people from visiting here. This is where the security guard was killed, apparently, out here in the front. I don't know if it's the same kind of layout, you know, like you drive through, but this is where he was hit with his flashlight, and then he was stabbed and then shot. So that all took place here in this parking lot. This hotel is now Courtyard Marriott. The people responsible for all of this have either died, been killed in prison, or pretty much have a life sentence. Tattoo Eddie was killed in prison in 2015 in a prison fight, and people said that he thought he was like this big and bad person in prison because he killed 2 people and thought to have killed more, and he must have just met his match in prison and passed away. A lot of people say that this is what they get. This is karma for what they did to these people. These people trying to make honest living, just working at the hotel. Quiet Gatlinburg, small Gatlinburg, just really just making a living, working, and not bothering people. You know, the security guard had other people's safety in mind over his own, and that's the sad part about it. This hotel area is supposed to be super haunted, even like to this day. They said that you can hear screams, you know, like the screams that Missy in the hotel that night in the hallway, but it's been torn down. It's a whole new hotel that's built right there. It's just crazy because they say the spirits still haunt that whole entire area. So it's crazy that it's an entirely new hotel, but that they say you can still see them in the parking lot and just hear the screams. Like I said, the hotel is now demolished. They have a whole new hotel that is built right there, but that doesn't stop people from visiting the area because this is like a huge thing that happened back in the day in Gatlinburg. It just really shook the entire town, like I said, and just totally changed it forever. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any video suggestions, you can email me. My email is in my description, and don't forget to catch my next video.